I'd like to read something. This is from the life of Shabkar, who was one of the great Tibetan Dzogchen masters, I think of the 18th century. And he just was a wandering monk. And his teachings are beautiful. It's often expressed in verse form, kind of a reflection on transiency and how it can stir and arouse this feeling of ardency, of passion, of care. Another day I went out for some fresh air to a meadow covered with flowers. While singing and remaining in a state of awareness, I noticed among the profusion of flowers spread out before me, one particular flower waving gaily on its long stem and giving out a sweet fragrance. As it swayed from side to side, I heard the song in the rustling of its petals. This is the song of the flower. An offering. My father and mother are the sky and the earth. I am the child nurtured by warmth and moisture. See how beautifully I display my fine petals, waving them in the 10 directions. They are my offering to the 3 jewels. Listen to me, mountain dweller. I don't want to hurt your feelings, but in fact you even lack awareness of impermanence and death, let alone any realization of emptiness. For those with such awareness, outer phenomena all teach impermanence and death. I, the flower, will now give you, the yogi, a bit of helpful advice. A flower born in a meadow, I enjoy perfect happiness, with my brightly colored petals in full bloom. Surrounded by an eager cloud of bees, I dance gaily, swaying gently with the wind. When a fine rain falls, my petals wrap around me. When the sun shines, I open like a smile. Right now, I look well enough, but I won't last long, not at all. Unwelcome frost will chill these vivid colors till turning brown I wither. Thinking of this, I am disturbed. Later still, winds, violent and merciless, will tear me apart until I turn to dust. You, hermit, are of the same nature. Surrounded by a host of disciples, you enjoy a fine complexion. Your body of flesh and blood is full of life. When others praise you, you dance with joy. When faithful patrons turn up, you sit in a dignified manner. When they shower you with lavish food, you smile with satisfaction. Right now, you look well enough, but you won't last long, not at all. Unwelcome aging will steal away your healthy vigor. Your hair will whiten, and your back will grow bent. When touched by the merciless hands of illness and death, you will leave this world for the next life. Since you, mountain roaming hermit, and I, a mountain-born flower, are mountain friends, I have offered you these words of good advice. Then the flower fell silent and remained still. In reply, I sang, O brilliant, exquisite flower, your discourse on impermanence is wonderful indeed. But what shall the 2 of us do? Is there nothing that can be done? The flower replied, I make this offering an offering to the infallible 3 jewels. We 2 must now do as I say. Among all the activities of samsara, there is not one thing that is lasting. Whatever is born will die. Whatever is joined will come apart. Whatever is gathered will disperse. Whatever is high will fall. Having considered this, I resolve not to be attached to these lush meadows, even now in the full glory of my display, even as my petals unfold in splendor. You too, while strong and fit, should abandon your clinging. Meditate in solitude. Seek the pure field of freedom, the great serenity. it goes on and on. But what's so amazing to me is that I think for many of us, for all of us, on some level we know that things are changing. We know that nothing will last. We know this body is going towards old age, decay, and death. But there's something missing. As if some part of our mind doesn't really know it, doesn't deeply connect. And so I see the beauty of this practice, and this opportunity to practice, as just deeply, deeply integrating this wisdom. Because when we see it clearly, the mind does let go of clinging, it does let go of grasping. We do abide in the great peace, in the great serenity. So this is another way to strengthen this quality of order that the Buddha is suggesting we bring to our practice. We reflect on the preciousness of this mind, the rarity of the opportunity, the truth of the transiency of phenomena.